Now, Kendrick Lamar's Control verse started a lot of controversy back in 2013, but something that does not get spoken about enough is the incident with Diddy and J Cole. Today we're gonna do some digging and find out exactly what happened that night. Shout out to all the yo-yas on the east side. It's your boy KD. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel. Let's get into it. So in 2013, Big Sean is dropping his Hall of Fame album. A song that did not make the cut for the album was Control. And when that song dropped, it caused quite a stir in the industry. Now, the reason this song caused the stir wasn't because of Big Sean, it was because of Kendrick Lamar's verse. And if you never heard this verse, I suggest you go listen to it. But I'm gonna give you the Spark Notes version and let you know exactly what happened. He basically called out everybody in the game. He called everybody out from Drake, Pusha T, Meek, and so on. So he called out everybody. Everybody had responses. I could get into that in another video, but the controversy that I want to get into today doesn't lie with him calling out all of these rappers. It's with another thing that he said in the song where Kendrick claims to be the king of New York. You what? Now, when people heard this, there was outrage. Like, yo, you're from the West Coast. You cannot be the king of New York. So obviously people felt a way about this whole verse Kendrick had. Definitely a big moment in hip hop. And the great thing is that the same week this song dropped was the VMAs, and the VMAs was in Brooklyn. And fun fact, your boy KD was in attendance for that VMA, but I was not in attendance for the after party, which we're gonna dwell into today. Now let's run through the story that we can piece together from all the different accounts we got surrounding that night. The 2013 VMAs were in Brooklyn at the Barclays Center. Kendrick Lamar was in attendance and made a special appearance for Miley Cyrus's performance. Yeah, the Miley Cyrus performance where she's shaking them flapjacks. Now, afterwards, Diddy and Jay-Z hosted an after party where everybody was in attendance. This included Drake, Rihanna, Kevin Hart, Meek Mill, man, even Rob Dyrdek was in the building, and also J Cole. Now, when Kendrick Lamar walked into this party, tension seemed to be pretty high due to the Control verse that just dropped a week earlier. Diddy was apparently lit off the Ciroc and wanted to fuck with Kendrick over the King of New York thing. And he came up to Kendrick, started talking shit to him, fucking around with him. And then apparently at one point he attempted to pour a drink on Kendrick's head. Now check it out. This is when J. Cole stepped in and he put all that conscious shit to the side. And allegedly, he tried to put hands on Diddy. After this, a whole scuffle broke out between both of the crews, and eventually it was separated and J. Cole was escorted out of the party. Afterwards, Diddy got on the mic to calm everybody down, and all the partygoers were made to delete the footage of the incident.
Pardon me, that there was an altercation between Cole and Puff where hands were put on somebody. Puff is a gentleman, so when they ask him about these things in interviews, he will always deny it.
And allegedly there was footage that people were forced to delete.
Yeah.
After the fact.
Yeah, there was footage about this.
Right away, Diddy and J. Cole deny that anything happened between them. To this day, we don't have any concrete details about this scuffle. But what we do know is that it actually happened. Diddy already confirmed this when he was in the Breakfast Club.
We got into an altercation with J. Cole. Man, I mean, one of the things I want to say is about all these altercations. At a certain point in my life, I was handling things in an immature way. Right. I had to then go from me to we, and I had to look at how much of our money I would be fucking up. Right. Okay? Right. So I couldn't up our money, so I had to change and evolve. Gotcha. And so those mishaps are things that now, when I'm in a situation like that, I just leave it in God's hands and I pray.
You let go and let God.
Yeah, I let go and I let God. So all those things that happened in the past, they all 100% true. Okay, and I have no other comment about them, but they're true, and I'm putting that behind me. Okay.
Hashtag.
Now, do I think that Diddy and J Cole went blow for blow, got in an actual fist fight. Nah, man. Diddy be rolling around with too much security for that. I'm pretty sure, you know, maybe one of them swung, but with all that security, people got in the middle of them before anything can happen, and J. Cole was escorted out. That's the gist of what I'm hearing. It's pretty brave for Kendrick to show up to a party in New York, calling himself the king of New York, and knowing that he ruffled a lot of feathers, and he just came through the party that night like nothing happened. Gotta tip my hat off for that. It's either you're oblivious or you give no fucks. And if you give no fucks, I fucks with you. But let me know what y'all think. Did Diddy and J. Cole really go blow for blow? Or has this story been blown out of proportion and it wasn't as big as it really was? Y'all let me know in the comments. By the way, I gotta thank everybody for subscribing to the channel. You guys have been a huge help. Everybody commenting. Super appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all. Make sure you like the video. Subscribe to the channel. I'm out of here.